So I've got the world created. When I went to Colchester both times, I was about 5 or 6 rows from the front. Nice. Yeah, create new world. No, I don't want any packs. I just want to... You reckon the 3 in the bottom one will be the ones that go down? Really? I'm not too sure anymore. I'm still confident we will stay up. But I don't know who the 3rd team will be. Like, I can't see West Ham or Tottenham getting relegated. But then who else do you give it to? Then you maybe got Leeds. But I've said since around October, September, Leeds are a good side. That's just from watching them in the Prem. Although their form lately has been a bit shy. Originally, I thought it was going to be Palace. But Palace now are 10 points clear. It'd have to be a catastrophic end. Saying that, though, we bottled that difference in the top 4 last season and ended up falling out of the top 4. So it is possible. Newcastle are in free fall at the moment, but I think they will like get way more than enough points. So yeah, I don't know. The only worry is, although this is a good thing in my opinion, our run to the end of the season is all difficult fixtures. The only paper game that you could say is easy is Burnley. Every other game is against a big team. I'll just read it out quickly. We have Fulham, City, Tottenham, Villa, Sunderland, Chelsea, Newcastle, United, Bournemouth, and Bournemouth are a bogey side, so we'll count that as difficult. A lot of Forest fans don't really like that. I think that will actually benefit us. I get more excited about that than if it was an easy game. Because we normally turn up for bigger games. But I think, as far as I'm aware, is it West Ham or Tottenham that have an easy run-in? Quite unquote easy run-in. Yeah, Tottenham versus a lot of the sides around the bottom half until the run at the end of the season. I think they only have 3 or 4 games against top half clubs at the moment. So if they don't beat them, then they deserve to go down. What's up? Why do so many people say they want to kill the 6'7" kid just because they hate 6'7"? Dude, it's not deep. I don't know, Retroblade. I don't tend to get involved in the 6'7" meme, mate, so I didn't even know that was happening, to be honest. You reckon West Ham, Wolves and Burnley? Yeah, the thing is, though, I can't see West Ham or Spurs. But then, as I said, I don't see us going down either. So then it's either Leeds or Palace, and I don't see Leeds. And Palace have a 10 points gap. So what I'm basically saying is I don't really have any gut feeling about any of the teams. But one of them's got to go down. Retroblade, I think that just says more about the type of people you hang around with, mate. Just block them. I don't know, like, I don't really pay attention to the 6'7" meme. Okay, let's create this. I'm going to turn off starting maps so new viewers don't get them. Show days played. In terms of Microsoft, we'll do that. Seeing Coventry and Prem next season is going to be class. I'm happy about that. At least not a yo-yo club. It's not a huge surprise to me that they've stayed there because every time I've watched them, they've been really good. They had a bit of a blip, but they've since recovered from that blip. I remember one time it was like at Christmas and we turned on the game and it was in the call in Discord and they were losing and all of a sudden they were like, was it 3-2 up or something? I don't remember who it was against. I remember us being the call though. I remember they scored when Caleb had to go somewhere and I was like, oh, Caleb, they're winning. Hey, Alor, welcome in. How are you? Oh my god, we spawned a dark oak. Mate, this world's meant to be. We've spawned in my favourite biome. W, a starter chest here, by the way. Okay, we are in the world. At least we ain't getting bombarded with trophies this time. We're the heroes last minute goals. Yeah, you're like the Liverpool of the championship, mate. Okay. I'm happy with this start. I'm not going to lie. The question is there going to be a woodland mansion here? If there's a woodland mansion here, I'm going to be gassed. Is there a way, can I somehow try and park her up here? Going back to the championship, though, I think the big thing is who's going to come second. Because that was Middlesbrough's spot. But they've now gone on bad form, and the 4 clubs behind them have picked up on form, like, tremendously. So, oh my word, this is a beautiful spawn. This is a gorgeous spawn. So it's anyone's game, really. It's a shame Mill will have played one extra game. I know Middles were played tonight, so if they win, technically it's not as close, but, you know, that's if, buts, and maybes. And then they points on the board are better than games in hand. Oh, this is gorgeous. It's a shame I'm not going to have to stay here, though, because, as I said, I want to go quite far away, but this is lovely. I think Borough will get second and Ipswich through the playoffs. I don't think you're wrong, or I think it might be the other way around in terms of I think maybe Ipswich go second, Borough win the playoffs, but I don't want that. I would love both to fail and it to be someone else. Like, as someone who's in the Prem, and I'm confident will stay in the Prem, I would love new clubs. So I don't want to see... I don't want to see Ipswich back. I don't mind Ipswich, but it's like, meh. And I like McKenna, but it's like, meh, I don't want to see it. And Middlesbrough, they've been in the Premiership fairly recently. Like, I'd love to see Millwall. Like, imagine Millwall and West Ham in the Premiership. That'd be brilliant. I know West Ham have to stay up for that to be the case. Already got some golden boots. Welcome to the stream, Buddy and Shem. If you just read Dot Stucky's message, he'll explain about the joining process for today. Just say if it's not Wrexham. The problem with Wrexham is there's always one team in the Championship who kind of, not want to say comes from nowhere, but messes around in mid-table for most of the season, and then somehow for the last 10 games becomes unstoppable and, just flies into the playoffs. And normally they do well. I remember when Villa went up, that's exactly what Villa did. They pretty much lingered mid-table all season long, and the last 10 games they just didn't stop winning, and then just blitzkrieg through the playoffs. They beat Derby in the final. There's always a team that normally does that. And Wrexham, they were kind of like messing around in mid-table. They're doing all right. And now they've kind of just hit form, and now they are in the playoffs fairly. So I don't know whether they'll do well in the playoffs, but if history's to repeat itself, then there is a possibility they could go up again. What is that? Is that a village? Why are Microsoft insisting on making villagers spawn in hills? I mean, that looks semi sort of normal, I guess, but a little bit strange. I'm kind of happy we saw a village though, because I wanted to be able to have some food so we can explore. Lovely spawn though. I might have to copy and paste this save. Well, that is one thing I'm going to do after every stream, take a copy of the save to stop the same risk of what happened before. It was something I was debating for a few streams, just didn't do it, so it was sort of my own fault, but I'm quite happy, as I said, with the opportunity I've been provided here. I'm going to punch this pig. I set this cow on fire just to annoy Kiki. Also, surely Leicester don't get relegated. I hope they do, but I don't know. It's one of them. You'd say on paper they're quote unquote too good to be relegated, but it's when you've not been having a great season anyway. You're now on another manager, and then you've morally been hit in the face with a point deduction. It can just sink you. I wouldn't be surprised if they got relegated and then started the season, like League One season, terribly, and having to fight for their lives next season in League One. That might seem super unlikely, but momentum's huge in football, and it works both negatively and positively. How do I say your name? Is it Azel? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Land Down Under. I don't think anybody here watches cricket. Not to my knowledge. Could be wrong on that. I've tried watching cricket, but I just can never sit there watching it. It's just too long for me. I don't mind playing it. I think it's quite enjoyable to play, but it's the actual sport itself. That is a ridiculous amount of emeralds, by the way, in a chest. 7 emeralds. This is definitely a lovely spawn. One of the best spawns I've seen. But it's sadly not going to be where we're setting up camp. Imagine Hull or Mill will getting promotion. Well, that's kind of what I was saying. Like in terms, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't really care about Millwall or Hull, but I would like to see different teams. So for me, it's like I wouldn't mind that. Is he even live? Dark Angel, I am live. I have 3 chats up, which will soon be 4. So I can't reply to every single person's message. That's why I have a moderator that's helping you understand how to join. You still want Geo pinned? Oh yeah, can you unpin that, Kiki? I'd appreciate that. Sometimes watch the T20 or the 100. I didn't know that, Caleb. I honestly start watching the T20 after Australia didn't qualify for Super 8s this year. And we don't... I think you're probably the first person who's came in and mentioned about cricket, like ever. I've been streaming for years, never really had it mentioned. Not like from someone who properly supports it. I have family members who watch cricket and stuff. All right, I'm going to quickly skip Linkin Park. I'm going to get TikTok set up and then we will continue. Give me a second. Mod isn't telling me how. Is it what? Mod isn't telling me no. Makes a lot of sense. Right, let's connect to TikTok. There we go. Mute it so don't play any bloody Mariah Carey. I don't know if you heard our preferred bidder pulled out, meaning we may start next season. Yeah, I thought... Well, I didn't fully read it, but I've read what other people said about it. So I kind of got the idea that something had happened in the bidding department. But then I also read that apparently Mike Ashley's back in the driving seat. So... I don't know. Finally a normal Minecraft stream. Oh, what kind of streams? Everyone always says that. Like, is it? It's just normal. It's just normal stuff. Not like, is that not a thing anymore on social media? Might have people who come in and say like, you're the first streamer who's actually either been nice, or the first streamer who's like just streaming something normal, or I don't know. It's like just, I don't know. Maybe I don't watch enough streams, or maybe I just watch the right people. I don't know. I'll take Finding Iron. A lot faster than the last world. Not that bothered about finding it at the moment, though. Well, let me get TikTok up. Just so I don't knock down the Elgato. Move it here so I can see that. Yeah, I hope it gets sorted with Sheffield Wednesday. I heard bad things about that guy. Yeah, I wouldn't say Mike Ashley's like who you'd pick to be your owner. But, to be honest, he's likely to provide stability for you. And I think at the moment, just having your club existing and not getting hit with point deductions every 2 minutes, I think that's probably better. And could just be what you need. Even though it isn't ideal. The only thing is, I don't get what is gained by the EFL. It's, I've never really understood point deductions. I understand point deductions if it's genuinely someone is trying to cheat the financial rules or doing something dodgy. Like City, for example. But a club that's just been run down by a shitty owner that the EFL themselves approve, so they're partly to blame, I don't... It doesn't help. Giving all them point deductions to Sheffield Wednesday this season has not helped them try and stay alive. It makes them less attractive to a bidder to buy. And threatening another point deduction doesn't help the situation. Like, what should have to actually happen is there should be some legal contract signed that if an owner mismanages, the EFL can sue them. and then take them to court. And then that's where the punishment should go, not to the club. Because the owner is now left and, well, it's not their problem anymore. I never understand the EFL. It makes 0 sense. Why is shaders so good? These are just the inbuilt bedrock shaders, mate. So, fair play to Mojang. For those asking to join, please read Dots Ducky's message. If you choose to ignore him, he will just time you out. We're not currently allowing people to join. In about an hour to an hour and a half, we will be. So just sit and wait and enjoy the stream. And he's going to get the money from the new owner. Exactly. That's the problem. Because they are, at the moment, essentially protected, they will just buy clubs and do what they want with them. And that's why, as I said, why did you use an AI generated your logo? It isn't AI generated. If you want, I can show you the DMs for the artist. 3D. Brzndz, you live on TikTok? I'm live on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Kick. The only thing you got is a 3-year ban from ownership. Yeah, so I mean, that's not adequate. Yeah, I have PS5, PC, mobile, bedrock. Nice. Wouldn't want to go back to the championship. I don't think anyone does, mate. Right, there's a few Forest fans who do, to be fair, so I can't count on them. Hello, Immortal Leg. These villages are being helpful in terms for the future when we get the enchanted table. Thanks for the likes, I appreciate that. Kiki, thanks for the heart me. Right, I'm going to chill here for a bit so I can get a few... Oh, that's quite cool. I like the fact they've got like little path blocks. I think that's another village over there. YouTube chat this morning is hella busy for a weekday. What do you have? Oh, how many emeralds? Probably the most emeralds I've seen in a long time without actually being given emeralds. That's not a bad trade because how long brick can take. This is a really good village. We'll take all these potatoes as well because we can make a farm early doors. Oh, hello, mate. Tons of fucking blacksmiths and stuff here. The third one I've seen. Never seen like that be the most common trade. Probably should take out stone cut because now on the next update you can do stuff with it. Hello, Johnny. Welcome in. Is there anything in there? Just a stone cutter. Bro, is this another one? That's a stone mason, actually. He's harvested all the potatoes. We got any carrots here? Usually I get more... See, I don't really see many farmers. I think farmers look quite cool. Oh, there's a horse here. We ain't got a saddle, though. You want the moderator to be you? Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Oh, there's a cartographer here. What do the unknown maps show? Do they just show the vicinity? You just put... I can't remember. I ain't used a map in ages. So I just put like... And does that make it bigger? Yeah. There we go. So I've got a map, which I wasn't too bothered about getting. But I turned them off only because of, like, I didn't want new viewers getting them when they joined. So at least now... How about that? This is why I love your lives, you read your fans. I don't really like referring to my viewers as fans, but I get your point. I try my best. I won't say I get to every message. It's quite hard to see every message on 4chats, especially with how busy YouTube gets. But yeah, so I do try my best. Siren, welcome in. The craft, I get why you keep spamming. What monitor do you have? I mean, I don't even know if you're asking me or Caleb, given the fact you've added Caleb in the message before. Who's trying to play PS5 Minecraft? You're watching PS5 Minecraft. Johnny, thanks for the likes. Anki, thanks for the likes as well. Sorry, not Keyful. Careful, you need to map out where you're going. Shush, me. Oh, more bookshelves. This is brilliant, given the amount of effort we had to put in last stream. Does the server work on Java? No, it's not a server and it's bedrock. Just a normal bedrock world. Have a look at what this farm... Maybe this farm actually might have carrots since there is one farmer. He has bread. Do I just trade all my emeralds for bread? I guess we can work on getting emeralds later on. So I'd rather take a stack of bread given the fact I want to go 10,000 blocks away. And that's going to get me, well, far. Let's be honest. I think I must be getting quite close to the emerald trophy as well. Because it's... Am I going backwards here? I think I'm going backwards because that's the other village, isn't it? Yeah, I must be getting quite close to the emerald trophy because I think it's 30 tradable emeralds or earned emeralds. But yeah, but I'm watching it to find people to play with. I already subbed. I appreciate you subscribing. What monitors do you have? I'm trying to save up, but I'm not sure it's good to go with PS5. If you want my advice, you need to get a monitor that does all the different PS5 benefits, if that makes sense. So for a start, it needs to do the minimum FPS, which is 120. But there's different other graphical things the PS5 can do. I'm not entirely sure on the exact names because I'm not that bothered about them. But I would search up. I'd search that up so you can select the right monitor. But you don't need anything high FPS if you just get it for PS5. You could possibly go OLED. I don't know. It depends how much you care about graphics. If you really care about your games looking amazing, OLED would be another piece of advice I'd give. You have to pay more for it, but if you're only wanting it for your PS5, then you ain't going to need high FPS monitor. So you could just take a 144 OLED monitor, and your games are going to look beautiful because of the colors. I don't have an OLED monitor, but I've seen OLED and also, well, watched enough OLED to know how good it is. You're on PS5 too? I'm on PS5, Switch 2, and PC, but I'm currently streaming on PS5. But you'll often see me on all three at times, so one stream I might be on PS5, but I'll be on other games, or if I'm on PC, the game will look different on Minecraft because of the mod packs I use on PC. So it just depends. At the moment, it's PS5. It's not always going to be PS5 on stream, though. Just want it to run well. Well, then, if you just want it to run well, mate, then any monitor will run well. Very hard for a monitor not to run well. The monitor's not responsible for that. It's the tech that's giving the picture off. So your PS5 on any monitor is going to run well, mate. If it doesn't run well, then that's likely the game is got bugs in. For example, when Cyberpunk first released would be a great example. That wouldn't be down to the monitor, mate. That's just to do with the game. Great thing is because you're on PS5, you don't necessarily have to worry about having the right specs for games to run. Of course, you can change the performance settings if you would like more FPS on games. But again, if you don't really sound like someone who's bothered about that stuff. So if you're not, then I would just worry about getting a 144 FPS monitor. And if you want better colors and your games to look really nice, then if you've got a bit of extra money, then buy an OLED if that's something you're interested in. If not, then don't worry about it. But you can also, again, there's tons of videos on this stuff. There's so many video guides on the best monitors for PS5s and stuff. But it's a question that really only you can answer, to be fair. Also, user, thanks to follow on TikTok. I don't know if I thanked that. We have been kitted out here, by the way, on this world. This is like a mad start. Thank you, that's really helpful. No worries. I don't claim to be an expert. Definitely not in the monitor department. It's not something I've really cared about screens ever in my life. So it's not my most knowledgeable department. The only thing I've thought about is I have thought about investing in OLED. But I switch between my TV and my monitors quite often. So I could never really take advantage of it unless I invest in both, and that'd be quite expensive. How do you get your PS5 stream on TikTok? I stream on my PC. I've only got the PS5 footage there via the Elgato. So I have TikTok Studio up for TikTok, and then I have OBS streaming, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch all at the same time. Pro Squad, welcome in. Playing Minecraft PS5, we already are. This is Minecraft on PS5. Typically, we find an acacia biome again. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the spawn. The spawn, if I was just doing this as a single player world, I probably wouldn't have moved that far away from spawn. But as eventually it's going to be multiplayer, I do not want to be anywhere near spawn. That is a weird generation. Thank those that have subscribed to that on YouTube as well. Targeting 2k subs, which we're running pretty close to at the moment. Definitely by the end of March, I want to be on that. In fact, I probably want to have surpassed it by quite a distance. We've traveled about 1,000 blocks so far, so we've done about 10% of the distance. Most of the stream today is going to be just me traveling and exploring, which so far is, well, we're doing pretty well in the exploration department. And then whenever I find somewhere that I'm in, you know, liking the look of, we will set up camp. Besides, chuck a few darts on our go. First two are in the T20. Last one fell out the dartboard. I had a bad feeling that you were going to say all three like missed or something. Or like you stubbed your toe or something. I don't know. What happened to the other world? The other world's still a thing, but sadly someone turned it into creative using hacks. And as I'm using it for achievements, I don't really want to play on a world that can't get them. There are methods I could do using my PC to get the survival save, but I can't really be able to get them. Or do it, sorry. And I was already kind of debating changing my house or moving location in the other world. So I've just saved myself a bit of time and just created a new world. Thank you for 13k likes on TikTok. We are like smashing the likes. And the viewers on TikTok this morning. Got viewers all over the place. Can't you ban cheaters? I mean, yeah, you can, but that doesn't change the world back to survival for you, mate. But when this world, for example, we're probably not going to allow PC players in it to stop that happening. So it won't be a problem on this world. And I'll also be taking regular saves, so I don't have to worry about it. But we're not allowing anyone in at the moment because I've only just started the world, so we'll drop down here safely. There we go. Bit of jungle. So we've had dark oak, acacia, oak. We've had a bit of a birch forest, and now we've got jungle. Jungle town will be quite cool. So we didn't see any temples in the jungle biome on the last world. There may be a dark oak mansion in the dark oak biome, but I didn't see. You also got a bloody bamboo thingy. If anyone's got any questions, by the way, Ducky is the man to ask. He has all the answers to save me having to repeat myself all the time. He has all the answers copied and pasted, ready to go. This is nice. Johnny, thanks for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate that. I low-key typing upside down. Nice. Well done, mate. I think he's in Stranger Things. A lot to flare. Welcome to the stream, though. Oh, we've hit another dark oak biome. Very small jungle, isn't it? I think this is a very small dark oak biome, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a lush cave in it down there. Yeah, looks it. This is beautiful. This is another area that I would love to build in. Like maybe in that cave there. But sadly, yeah, I want to go 10,000 blocks away to stop people coming over. I'll also be turning off coordinates on this world. Is there a time for when viewers can join though? I wouldn't rush it though. It's not going to be any time soon. Oh, pale forest. It's a very small pale forest, but it's my first one I've seen in survival. I saw one of these in the beta and the previews, but now I finally saw one in the actual game. That is extremely tiny, but I'm not scared to stand there. That's why it reminded me of like mob spawners. I completely forgot about the mob spawners in the other world that we had. At least I know where lush caves are, but it's going to be quite a trek. We've hit 2,000 blocks now, so we've got about 8,000 blocks to go. This is about the distance I was away from the last spawn. Best thing about dark oak forests is you can easily travel in them. You just go on top of the trees and just run. Oh, there's another one up there. What's someone's favourite Minecraft biome? You had to pick. Don't see any mansions. Whoa, hang on. Don't want to drop down here. There's 2 pale oaks. Quite like pale oak. Or birch. Birch forests are nice. I wish they'd do a bit more with birch forests because they are quite a nice biome. Where the SMP for the Grey Main Realms started was in the birch forest. Hard to tell now, but it did. Bigger jungle over there. Can I jump down into the water? Yes. Quite like Cherry Blossom. I think Cherry Blossom a bit mid. It excited me a lot, and now I see them. They're just a bit mid. It's definitely the coolest tree, but biome-wise, not great. Grassland, tree-wise, I love a cherry blossom biome. Yeah, tree-wise, it's definitely good. But as a biome, it's extremely mid. That's got like a little bit of pale oak floor there. Love this save. The save where I did my update video, or the world I did my update video in last... Not update video, it was the debunking Minecraft myths video on YouTube. That world had a good seed as well. I only explored a bit, and another bloody lush cave. Do lush caves have more of a chance of spawning this around here, like in dark oak and jungles? I don't know. We're next live on Thursday, by the way, for those in the stream at 8:30. And then we're live on Friday and Saturday, all at 8:30. Pretty sure that's a schedule, isn't it, mods? Or viewers in general, people who are in Discord. I'm right in saying that, innit? Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 8:30. Oh, look at that. I love the jungle biome when it's got no trees on it. The bright green grass is lovely. Yeah, nice, yeah. We're always live 8:30 at the moment. Can't believe it's nearly 11. 2.5 hours in already, Jesus. Then if you want to, before the end of stream, get to the location of what I'm building at. I don't think today we're going to get much building done, but the location's the main thing. Another village. Although I'm quite happy with the progress. We've gained a bit of time here by getting a bit of iron already. Already having half my iron armor. And already having tons of food. Which is because the villagers we've had have been really good. Morning or afternoon? AM's in the morning, so morning. I only stream early in the day now. The change I've made for 2026. It's not fully confirmed as staying. It kind of depends. Well, I'm doing a few months of it, and then if it doesn't bring in the numbers to keep me full time, then I'll have to go back to evening. But it is something I'm trying to work on. Mohammed and Nono, welcome in. How are you both? A lot easier to stream early in the day. That's one thing for sure. Definitely as someone who wakes up early. This village not as good. Not as good. We've hit 3,000 blocks now. Another horse. We ain't got a saddle. Shit. Not seen many iron golems. I've only seen one out of the 3 villagers. Which, given the fact we've had like 3 decently sized villagers, you have your alarm set of that. What we got heading up here. So this looks like plains by now. This village is even bigger. It goes all the way down here. Oh, there's the iron golem. Attention. Another set of bookshelves. This is probably the best thing I've found. We've nearly got a stack of bookshelves. That is going to save us a shit ton of time. Jamie wasn't as lucky in the other world with that. Oh, a pillager outpost. Do we attack the pillager outpost? We could smelt the iron, give us an iron sword. If we play it tactically, it could definitely work. We've got armor. Given the fact we had trims on the last world and a goat horn, it'd be nice to get that back. Did I not pick up the crafting table? Clearly not. Thanks to those that are liking stream on TikTok, by the way. One wrong step, you fall in a hole. I know, this is a bit of a dodgy village, isn't it? Oh, it's like the old-fashioned blacksmith. I didn't know they could still spawn. Wow. Chat. Mate, what a blacksmith. What a blacksmith. I think the most I've ever had from a blacksmith is maybe 1 diamond. I don't think I've ever had 3. Definitely not 3 and diamond horse armor. Mate, that is a crazy fucking blacksmith. That is beautiful. What a start, mate. Absolute fire start. So we can now take ourselves a diamond sword. Thank you the sub on YT. We'll get rid of some of this stuff. Just gonna get a bit more cobblestone, only just so I can build if needed. Day 3 of asking Wembu to build a new base. Well, you'll be happy, mate, because it's a new world, so I am actually building a new base. But you didn't ask for the first 2 days. This is technically day 1. You have a question. What's your question? Bunny, welcome back. Right. We could improve our leggings to iron. But I'm probably going to keep the iron to get an iron pickaxe. So we'll only make boots. We'll come back to the village in a minute. What can we get rid of here? We don't need copper horse armor. Right, here we go then. To the pillager outpost we go. This jar of bedrock, it is bedrock. That was a lovely blacksmith. You just explore all the time here. This exploration, not sure how old the world is, but like this is beyond any start. Alright. I'm going to try and do the tactic I did on the other thing. Like, try and drag them all out, if I can, into a group. And then just loot the place. I should have felt about maybe making a shield, but it's all good. There don't seem to be, like, that many of them on this one. The other pillager outpost we attacked had tons. Where's my axe? There it is. Shit, I can't reach him. That's it, you come forward, mate. Come forward. Come over here. Bro's been locked up. There we go, we got him. We'll take the ominous potion so we do trials at some point. Poor guy, bro. We just bullied him. Thing is, probably about not having a house is we haven't really got anywhere to put our loot. Right, there's a few of them here, so I want to try and drag them out if we can. Won't necessarily be able to read much of chat during this, by the way. Okay, we got him. I can see them. I can see two here. So they're both going to chase me, which is what I'm hoping for. We can go and take the high ground. I didn't really want to run into another one. If we can take him out of here. There's a skeleton there. I just saw run him. Don't really want to fight all three because we're likely to die. I just kind of want to take him out of the vicinity. And we can do a little. We can do pretty much what we did on the last pillager outpost. We take them out. And if we can try and get back into the pillager outpost without them really keeping on following us. They still can see the player tracking is unreal, by the way. The iron golem is beating up a pillager at the moment. Okay. I know there's a pillager right at the top, and I think there's also a skeleton up here. Skeleton, zombies. I don't think it was a skeleton I actually saw. He's dead. Oh, shit. Them three caught me. Out we go. Out we go. We need a good few hits there, though. They'll come out. It's all good, chat. It's all good. Blink 182 playing right now is something else. Okay, if anyone's trying to self-promote their worlds, you're right to time them out for like a minute or whatever. Not sure if that's what they are doing, but it looks a little bit like that. Don't think Bros didn't set up his spawn point, because when I slept in a villager's bed, I definitely did, mate. And even if I didn't, I know where this is anyway. And it can't despawn because nobody's in the world. I'm just waiting for my health to heal up. Yeah, I just don't want my entire stream to become like where people can do stuff like that though, Caleb. So, not normally something I allow. But they don't need like heavy timing out though, so don't go over the top with it. Not normally something I allow. Because it's a bit weird how my entire chat doing that. 4 of these morons chasing me. If I block off the stairs, they can't get up. That's actually not a bad shot. Shit, I don't want to get stuck there. Right, screw the stairs. Just block the door. Unlucky, lads. Right, what we got here? Oh, dead chest. Not as good as... Nowhere near as good as the chest as we had before. The other chest had goat horn and the templates. This had literally nothing to play on. Game stream, welcome in. But let's see, what can we bin in here? That's a bit poo, yes it is. So cool to like mess around with these lot, but and I've got the ominous bottles, so there was something gained. It was a bit of an average gain, but it was something. Hang on. Oh, look at these cunts here. Look at these lot. Fucking player tracking is crazy, by the way. You can use the villagers to try and get a trial chamber map. Yeah, I'm not bothered about that, though. I'm just going to get my base, mate. That's what I've explained on stream. The Onimus post should be good when we get to the point of having a trial chamber, but I don't plan to do one. Right, there's a few more spawn in. So we've got what we need. We haven't really got anything that we need to go and grab back there, so we'll leave that there. Right. I'm not sure who's added me. Take the crossbow. Nice little pool of lava. I don't really fancy running in through the desert, so unless I can see a temple, I'm going to just carry on here for now. This is a nice place. Just like nice green land without any jungle trees. Oh, let me place my bed down. Go on, son. Get your ass down. Bro, this cheaty can't lie. Fucking how low do you need to go, mate? Mate. Bro. That's me, Slope. I'm fuming. I am fuming. There we go. F1 back this weekend, chat. Although, I think any fans that are coming from Europe and stuff ain't going to be able to go there because of the airspace being closed in the Middle East. Unless you've got like a flight that goes to Singapore or China first. But you've not really got any chance. Friday night's practice, race is Sunday, mate. F1 race are always Sunday. There's very, 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 very rare exceptions. But it's always a Sunday. Might start watching it this year. I wouldn't, if you started to watch it, I wouldn't recommend like watching practice and qualifying and all that. I wouldn't recommend, or qualifying maybe, but I wouldn't start like watching practice yet. I'd say watch the race. And then if you enjoy that, maybe introduce qualifying. If you start to introduce that and you get really into the sport, watch practice. But most people who watch the sport don't watch practice. Unless you're like someone like me who really cares about it, you might watch practice. But practice is more for people who have a real interest in not just the racing itself. Because practice is all sorts of different things to enjoy throughout that. Is that what is on Friday and Saturday? Yeah, practice and qualifying. Race is always Sunday, mate. That's never been changed. Never been different. It's always been Sunday. There's an opportunity for one race to be a Saturday this week because Azerbaijan has a religious day on Sunday or whatever. Which there is an opportunity for it to be moved to the Saturday. Whether that will happen is not guaranteed, and there's, you know, who knows, but there is a chance. If you search up F1 fixtures, Caleb, you'll see race time. But the first few races are early in the morning, so you'll have to get up on Sunday morning. Then they go into the afternoon because it becomes Europe. And then we eventually go back to... Yeah, you have the odd like night race, evening race. Then you start to have a mixture between like the last third of the season will be like evening and early morning. What base is Brandon going to make? Do you think? What was his base before? Well, this guy's using me by my first name. Not that it's a problem. What is your favourite weapon? I don't really have a favourite weapon, mate. I just tend to use a sword. Wouldn't say I particularly like a weapon in the game, though. All right, 4,000 blocks now. So we're about 6,000 blocks away from where I want to be. Didn't know you two are on a first name, but it's someone called Logan. I don't necessarily know who he is. It's not an issue. I don't really have an issue with people using me by my first name. It's unusual for a new viewer to use me by my first name. But, not a problem. I mean, my username is literally based on my name. Although that isn't as obvious as I think it is based on experience. Just trying to join us, so people saying it, so it's easier. It might have been Dr. Ducky, you might have said it. Yeah, it's not a problem, mate, honestly. It's just unusual. Oh, okay, I've hit water, lovely. Then it's just we're going to hit another ocean monument. Hello, why is this kid in the chat getting so mad? Who's pissing his cornflakes? So you're getting ready for work? That's all. It's in like 45 minutes, isn't it, Kiki? Oh, the only issue is because I left my boat over there at the village. Not boat. Craft table at the village. I can't make a boat. Good. I wouldn't have been able to make a boat anyway because I used all my spare wood to smelt my iron. So I'd still need to mine a tree. Mermaid Summit. No, when I've got to go traveling with 6,000 blocks, mate, this thing could be this thing itself could be thousands of blocks. Have you gel on your last world loads? Oh, there's a camel. Big dubs. I don't know the exact number, but there's loads of people in that other world. But what people don't really understand, which is fine because they weren't necessarily in the first couple of streams, is I had another SMP, like proper SMP, that was created in 2018. And the last one was only created so I could start enjoying Minecraft again. So it was just essentially my world. And I was letting people join. And this world's also going to be the same. But a lot of people didn't really understand that it wasn't necessarily an SMP or anything like that. So a lot of people were trying to come over to me and say hello and stuff. And I wasn't really interested in doing anything multiplayer myself. I did ask nicely, but some people didn't necessarily understand that. Some people respected it, some people didn't. I don't obviously mind other people like collaborating to do stuff in the world, but there's the worlds that I'm playing at the moment is just for me to start enjoying Minecraft again, and also to try and get some of the PS5 trophies, because PS5 now has a native version. Oops, I didn't mean to jump out. Another jungle over there. Getting that bread with the emeralds from their village has been an absolute clutch for doing this. That was the one thing I was unsure I was going to have enough food to travel this far. About halfway. I mean, I may go further than 10,000 blocks. I may go a few hundred shorter. It's just basically when I get to 10,000, I'm going to start looking for somewhere to build. So nobody can join at all. That's not what I said. If you listened to what I said and you came to the conclusion that no one can join, you didn't listen to a word I said. And 302, if you keep on treating my moderator like an utter arsehole, you are just going to be banned by me. So now he's warned you, and now I've warned you. So the next time is just going to be your name hidden from the channel, and then you won't join at all, mate. We're not here to babysit people. That's your parents' job. So if you don't want to act mature here, or don't want to be respectful or have decent human common courtesy, we'll just send you to the ban zone, mate. Yeah, people can't join yet. That's what he's been explained plenty of times. He's been explained the first hour or two. I'm not going to be letting people in. The fact that decent manners and respectfulness is so lost on this generation is truly concerning as well. How many hours would it take to get to 1 million likes? Who knows, mate? Manners cost nothing, I know. It ain't going to get him in any quicker. He's the type of kid that, you know, when he said no to his parents, he started crying. Oh, sorry, when his parents said no to him, he started crying and, like, fucking having a mardy. Because he was told no to join, and he automatically started fucking raging at the mod. Well, I just put out as the most true and chill stream I've come across. I'm happy I joined. I appreciate that. That's why we expect it back from viewers. Because you'll never get us acting like arseholes or anything like that unless you obviously decide to start acting like one yourself. Whoa. Only 16 more horns to go until Crossworld Plat. I can't wait to see you put that in the Discord. You've been working on that for a very long time. Can I clap? Yes, I've got hands. Believe it or not. I know that might seem like a weird thing for you to fathom, but I do have hands. Probably going to go another 1,000 blocks. I'm going to grab a drink. So I've not gone for a drink break in 2 hours. 26k likes. Thank you for that on TikTok. You can clap too. Hold on, Caleb. Yeah, Caleb can clap them cheeks. He wishes, mate. He wishes. Just getting to about 6,000 blocks nearly. Biomes and generations not quite as good as it was in the first few thousand blocks. I'm hoping it improves when we get to the areas that I wanted to build at. But this first real big plains biome, to be fair. Most of the plains biome we've seen have not been this big. Some cool horse we've seen on this adventure, just no saddle. Hill up there. Another pillager outpost. We could go for this again. Not a bad shout. Actually a nice little river. I like the way it comes in here. Can make a good dockyard. Do you have wax in your ear? I mean, if we're being scientifically true, everyone has wax in their ear, mate. Don't think anybody wants to experience the pain if you didn't, fella. Right, we'll leave this here. In fact, I may move this. In fact, no, we'll leave it this far out. We'll leave that there. Random question. Favorite color? It's not random. Red or purple? But if it's purple, then like lilac for being specific. I'm not a big fan of super dark purple. Unless it's like in galaxy kind of form. What about you? I'll throw the same question back at you. I'd say, surely I can hear a pillager. I can't see said pillager. Oh shit, I'm dead. I am dead because I can't jump out of here. I can't get down the stairs. Or maybe not. Maybe not. If there's none of the others, I think one of them must came from downstairs. That was a bit lucky. If one of them comes in here, I'm fucked, but thankfully we're above the ground. Woohoo, that's close. It would have been a problem. We have a spawn point, but purple as well, like pastel purple. Yeah, that's pretty good. I do like a good shade of blue or green every now and again as well, but wouldn't say it's my favourites. That is so weird, that hill. Kind of like floating almost. Oh, he just shot himself. What a dick. Well, I've kind of like created a bit of an XP thing there. I could just hit the bottom of them. I've just killed 3 of the 4 up there. Bit of an XP farm here. Accidental. More ominous potions. I might leave some of these in the chests. Just so. Well, I suppose one more. Yeah, here it is. I think that's why I didn't do any damage to. Oh. Yoink. Goat horn, not the best stuff here, but we'll take the goat horn. We got a tripwire hook. I'm not seeing them in a while. 2 iron, XP bottle. I'll take that. Carrots I'm happy about for farming, so I wanted to get that in the villagers. Don't really need the wool anymore. I'll throw 2 of these ominous potions in there so I can pick up the 2 down here. Oh, did I already pick up 2? Okay, well, I'll get 2 back. Let's see what this one makes. It's similar to the one we found in the other world, but it's not the same. It has like a weird start in comparison to the one in the other world. Question for Ducky, do you like the mace? How often do you do streams? 4 to 5 times a week. Always starting at 8:30 UK time. The schedule this week is today, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All 8:30 starts. Discord's the best place to know when I'm live. Every Sunday night, the schedule also gets announced in the Discord, excuse me. You can try turn on Noti Bell for YouTube. It may help, but I go live on Twitch before YouTube. And I'm not always streaming Minecraft, so sometimes I may not necessarily be live on YouTube, but I may be live somewhere else. How many hours? I don't set hours. The issue of setting hours is you tend to clock watch, or if you're not necessarily feeling the best in the day, you might force yourself to stream, and that can make you fall out of love with it. So, minimum I normally go for is about 3 hours, but yeah, I'll tend to go longer. Like, I'm already at 3 hours now. The other day, we did 6.5 hours. So, occasional 12 hours get thrown in there. Sometimes it might be a subathon, and then that just keeps going. So, again, there's no set hours. If the stream's going really well, that can tend to often extend it as well. I do 24 hours. If I have a special for 24 hours, yes, but I don't just do them without planning. This is a full-time gig for me, mate, so I don't just stream. I create videos and also have sponsors and also work with brands and things. It's not just as simple as I'll turn on the live and, you know, if I fancy doing 24 hours, do 24 hours. It's not that simple, mate. I also have a real life outside of streaming as well. Back in the water. When we get to land, that's when I'll get the drinks. We nearly traveled 1,000 blocks since I said that. Work with brands, you work with yourself. I mean, you could technically say someone I actually do employ someone because I have an accountant to help me with sorting out tax and stuff. Makes life 10 times easier, especially in January. It also tells me stuff that even I didn't know necessarily before, which when filling out self-assessments and stuff to do with taxes, it's, again, a lot easier. So you could argue technically I do employ someone. No, I just say it's a full-time gig, Logan. Content creation, that is. Can you do Saturday? Immortal, unless you literally have been deaf, mate. I've said my schedule twice while you've been here. I'll say it one more time for you. Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all at 8:30. So, yes, that includes Saturday. You're looking for a new hire. I'm going to hire you, yeah, Caleb. Some people today are, honestly, mate. Most stressful part of the job, I tell you. Well, it's the best and worst part of the job is the people you meet. And I think any streamer will die on that hill. You'll meet some great people, but you'll also equally meet some, well, not so great people. Gonna get your lunch? That's all, mate. Oh, sail the 7 seas. Visit all ocean biomes. Okay, fair enough. An interesting trophy. I didn't know that one existed. Was that gold? Did I see that right? That's a gold trophy. just for going on my boat. That is mad. What? That is the most random trophy ever. Sail the 7 seas, you get a gold trophy. It's my favourite game. It probably is my favourite game, but it's not like... It's not the only game I play. I'm a variety streamer, as I said. I might not necessarily always be live on YouTube and Minecraft. I'm a big Harry Potter fan and always have a special spot for Lego Harry Potter 1 to 4 years. So, and my favourite franchise is Assassin's Creed. So, it's not just like a favourite game. I have quite a few. A game that's currently itching its way into my favourites is The Witcher. I've not fully completed it yet, but at the moment, The Witcher 3 is probably itching the top spot, which would be the first new game in the top spot in a very long time. I'm a big fan of Zelda as well. That's another one of my favourite franchises. This time last year, it was Saturday, but this time last year I also partnered with Ubisoft. I've been partnered for a year now. That was massive for me because I've always been a fan of Assassin's Creed. So, yeah, Zelda is good. I agree with that. Yeah, I love Zelda. I got into that thanks to Breath of the Wild, and since then I've gone backwards with the games. I've not actually played Tears of the Kingdom, but because of Breath of the Wild, which I played years ago when it came out, I've now gone backwards and found so much love for that franchise. Baker Raccoon, welcome in. How are you? Just finished baking. I'm going to watch some Minecraft. What did you finish baking? I love the smell of homemade bacon. We've nearly made it to 8,000 blocks and we've hit a snow biome. First snow biome in the world that we've seen. We're 2,000 blocks away. I may go to 10,000 before I get a drink, actually, because we're not that far from 10k. Oh, random 2 blocks. So the name was Baker Raccoon, not Bacon. Immortal Egg. No, it's not bacon. Some brownies, very nice. Bacon Raccoon. Oh, hell no, I'm going to go back to YouTube. Oh, this Baker Raccoon's on Twitch, not YouTube, mate. Oh, dear. Right, I'm a new gas oven, so I moved in. Nice. We have gas as well. I'm not... This is... I've never really spoke about an oven on stream, but I'm not necessarily a big fan of electric ovens. I think they're very strange. I don't know. I just don't like them. We've never spoke about ovens on stream until now, but just put it out there. Ducky is a W mod. Yeah, well, Ducky's a W person in general, but yes, he is an exceptional mod. The work he does for me is insane. In fact, I don't really know any of them. When I go into a pure stream, I don't see a mod on his work ethic. It is very much the best I've seen at it. More potatoes. Potato. I've not seen a snow village before. Very interesting, isn't it? Very strangely designed. But I'm not even entirely sure I like the design. They're all just a bunch of weird skinny buildings with a couple of bends. It's a bit weird. We've got a random igloo. Very bizarre. Oh, hello, mate. Sorry, I'm gonna nick your bed. Oh, there's monster nearby, Rip. I love how you can sleep when there's monster nearby. I'm not allowed, though, mate. Villager favoritism is the thing. Is words I'd like to use. This is the worst village I've seen so far. Every other village we've had has actually been decent. Oh, shit. I need to actually rob one of these lot's beds. I left my bed at the Pillager outpost. I was going to place it down there and noticed it's not in my inventory. Whose bed are we mugging? This one. Igloo has a secret entrance. You are chatting waffle. There's no way this little building here has a secret entrance. There's absolutely no way that has a secret entrance, mate. What an abs... That is waffle, mate. Look. What headset do you use? I don't use a headset. Not necessarily a big fan of headsets. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely not over the top. I used to wear headphones like just into the ear that are wired, but I don't anymore. I just don't really have a need. I like it through the speakers. And again, as I said, I've never really been a big fan of over-the-top headphones. They just make my ears. You cannot necessarily game for a long time with them because my ears start hurting. And your ears get so warm with them on. So, how do you get a girlfriend? I don't think I'm probably the best to answer that question, mate. I'm not going to lie. That's a bit of a... So you're in the wrong area, mate. You're watching a Minecraft stream. I don't think this is going to give you the answer. Tinder is an option. That's a good response, Caleb. The person asking it is probably like 14. That's the thing. Baker, so it will be joinable soon. At the moment, I've just started it, so I want to get my area to build. It will eventually be open to viewers. Probably about half an hour or so. Half an hour to an hour. And then we're going to start opening it up. We did have a world. We've had to restart it because of hackers on the last one. So put some measures into this world that will stop that happening. And because of that, it means I'm having to start again. So I'm not allowing people in straight away. Done 5 minutes last several times. Oh, is that 302 person? Is he moaning again? What an absolute melt. Venom, thanks for the follow. I've never known someone get so angry on YouTube because he can't join yet. Very bizarre. Venom, thanks for liking the stream as well. I appreciate that. Oh, I didn't see the ocean monument. I just literally drove straight into it. Silly mistake. Did you meet Ducky? Yeah, me and Ducky know each other in real life. I've known Ducky since 2019. So this year, it will be the 7th year I've known him. I met him through Twitch, believe it or not, but we now have met each other plenty of times. Yeah, this is bedrock, yep. This is a very interesting area. Very stony. I like it, but it's a bit strange. Right, we're 800 blocks away from where I want to start building. Immortal, I don't need any help. But equally, going and trying to promote my stream in another streamer's chat is not helping me at all. It gives my brand a bad impression on that individual. And will also end up with you timed out. So that wouldn't be helping any streamer by you doing that. If anything, it does the very opposite. So, yes, my advice to you would be not to promote any stream in anyone else's chat unless they give you permission to do so. That's cool. Right, 500 blocks to go. We've got a lot of sunflowers. We didn't see a single sunflower in the last world. Holy shit, these are big hills. Given the fact I wanted to build on a hill. Is that I'm going above the cloud top? I didn't even know they could spawn hills like that into Minecraft now. Holy shit. That is sick. Now, I did say I could build just before 10k. That is awesome, mate. Mount Everest. I know, we've got Mount Everest in this game. Like, it's fucking huge. There ain't got an elytra to fly up there. That's awesome, mate. I'm going to go up this way. I don't think trying to get up that is going to be a smart idea. What is this? That's sick. That's Suaki. Thank you for the gift on TikTok and enjoy work, mate. What are the coordinates need for later? I'm not giving these coordinates because I don't want people near me. There's a reason I'm going 10,000 blocks away. When I open the world up, the coordinates are getting turned off as well. You don't need to be sorry. You wouldn't necessarily know that. But yeah, I'm not going to give it... Oh, I love this flower. Didn't know this is where this flower spawned, though. This is awesome. Mate, it just keeps going. Like, part of me wants to build on it, but I just kind of like it. I wish I could... I don't want to, like, do another hill house, though. I can't be asked to dig into a hill. But... Oh, mate, imagine, like, a castle up here, mate. It's like, this is giving Game of Thrones vibes, this area is. Not sure what's down there. That's a village. This is literally giving Game of Thrones vibe. That's the best name I could give for this hill. It just keeps on going. I kind of want to go over it to see what's on the other side, but... I imagine it's got powdered snow on the top, so it would just be an absolute nightmare. Probably the best hill I've ever seen in Minecraft. We're about to hit 10,000 blocks now in distance. I'm British, welcome, Mock. SB, welcoming. I'll be back because I have to go do homework. That's all good, mate. Thank you for your likes, Immortal Egg. Right, so I'm going to take a pit stop in this house, and I'm actually now going to get a drink because I need one. 2.5 hours without going for a drink break takes it out of your throat. So for those on Twitch, I'm going to run the hourly ads. We do this to stop pre-rolls for new viewers. Don't worry about it because you're not going to miss anything. It is literally just me being AFK. Cosmic, thanks for the follow as well. How are you doing? So I'm going to quickly go on a drink break. I won't be too long. Cosmic, let me know how you're doing. And for those on the other platforms that are watching, enjoy staring at the fox. I will not be too long, guys. USA here. Look at everyone in chat saying where they're from. Make leather boots for snow. Is that how you don't fall through powdered snow? That's good to know. Thank you. Because that annoys the shit out of me. Hello, chat. GB Inky Boy, welcome in. How are you? Right. So we have now travelled far enough that we need to now find somewhere to build. Void Kindness is not a Java server, mate, or any kind of server for an IP. Oh, there's bleed monsters nearby, typical. Who the fuck is nearby here? Oh, they're on top of the hill, aren't they? Nope. Well, they're below it. Yeah, there's creepers down there, but they're nowhere near the bed. Void Kite, I feel like I recognise your name, although it says you're a first-time chatter. That hill is so insane in that background. Bed. Thank you. As much as I like this hill, though, I don't think I'm going to build it, just because I'm not entirely sure how I want it to look. I mean, I'd actually like to build in the hill, but I can't go off to dig out another hill. Void Kai, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, well, I have more of the village here. This is a bit of a strange village, isn't it? I don't really understand village generation in Minecraft anymore. I mean, like, what what the fuck's that there, then? Very strange. Show how high that hill is. We're only on the low bit of the hill, and we can see all the way down there. And the hill goes all the way up there. Void Key says the AI. Yeah, good old Brian. Good old text-to-speech Brian. He's getting old, mate. That's what it is. He's been the designated text-to-speech for streamers for so many years now. He's growing old. Oh, a cherry biome over there. There's not many trees of them down there as well. And the cherry biome, of course. I want a pink house, though. It'd be a cool area to build a castle, but... I mean, it's telling me I've got to dig out stone, doesn't it? So I either dig into the hill and then have a house, or I could dig stone to make a castle, but... Let me just go to the top of the hill and have a look. It just seems like it's meant to be. This is at 10,000 blocks, and this is the only issue, the powdered shitty snow. I don't have a shovel, though. I didn't die into powdered snow. That'd be a bad way to die, wouldn't it? So, no, I ain't got any leather anyway. Even if I had leather, even if I wanted to do the leather boots thing, I don't have any. I don't really want to ruin the train by breaking powdered snow. I don't want to build up either, because again, that's ruining the train. I could build on there, and then I'm looking at the hill. And then I could long-term build on the hill itself, and then that could just be a place to start. That's not a bad shout. I could eventually go up the hill. I'd have the resources then. And I'd still be on a hill. Either way, that I've sort of gathered wood. Let me just go up here. Hello, Morphe. You're here a bit early. Got a bit of a window at the moment before you. That's all right. Welcome in, mate. It is good. We have found an extremely impressive Minecraft hill. This hill goes way above the cloud limit on the other side of it. It's like the biggest hill in Minecraft I've ever seen. So, yeah. We also had a subscription off Lewis. Lewis got his first ever name on the whiteboard as well. So a bit of a milestone for him. Is it Zephy? Is that what's your name? Thanks for the follow on TikTok. How are you doing? If you want to tell me how to pronounce that, that'd be grand. It's probably the biggest cherry biome I've seen in a while. So even that looks nice in the bean area. Do I build out of pink like cherry like wood? I've never built out of cherry wood, and whatever I build is a temporary house because I want to build a castle up there. So, I don't know, you know. There's quite a few great places. Oh my god! Oh my god! He just gifted 5 subs. Coming in with a 5 gifted. I even get a second wiggle. There you go. Have a second wiggle, mate. Mate, well, what do you want for your second brick on the whiteboard then? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, mate. That was very nice here. There's just one lonely tree on this hill, by the way. No other oak, just this one fella. Well, because again, you've got the greens, you've got a red, you've got yellow. You have light blue. No worries about well deserved. I appreciate that. Big dubs. Quarter of the monthly sub goal on Twitch done. Yeah, you can do yellow. Lewis, 5 times gifted. Right. This is definitely the facility where we're building this house, though. Here we go. Lovely jubbly. I can't believe what I just read on Sky Sports. It says, do Spurs need Neil Warnock? It's talking about Neil Warnock going to Torquay, and it says after, do Spurs need him? Imagine Neil Warnock managing Spurs. That'd be something else. So I just realised there's another big hill actually up there, another snowy one. Next to the cherry. Mate, this area is sick. I don't really know where to build though. I mean, the thing is, I could build a tiny hut on this hill and then expand from it. Instead of starting over here. Oops. Mate, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Because that's pretty much how all castles started in real life. Right, Caleb. People who are on PlayStation can start to join. So anybody who wants to join can now start via that only at the moment. Before we start expanding it to cross-platform. Since I've now found where I'm going to build. Obviously, I'm now going to turn off coordinates. Toner, are you in the stream? Are you lurking? I think you must be because you've joined as soon as I've said that you can join. Hello, sheep. You're right, mate. Yeah, you are right. That's fine, Toner. Okay, let's make a chest so I can empty out the inventory. How's work going, by the way, Morph? That's what I was going to ask before the 5 gifted. Leave this here. Right. Bit of darts from Caleb. Being busy but quiet at the moment. That's all right then. I'll make another axe. So I got 3 axes. Probably overkill, but since I've got from the way down there. But I could probably empty a bit more. And put some torches around here. So probably should bring my bed with me, actually. And I also need to change the amount of people who sleep and would activate it. Settings. Here it is, I think. How many players will sleep? There we go. Why it goes down 1% at a time, I don't know. The most stupid thing I've seen. Good though, nice. Lovely start to the week. That's the main thing. I've never known any percentage slide to be at 1%. We've already kind of had this conversation on stream. 1% is such a, like, not even one player for a normal world. Why it goes down in them increments makes no sense. Right, it's going dark now anyway, so we will wait up here until we can sleep, and then we'll go and mine the trees. Those on YouTube wanting to join Caleb or Dots Duck Games or Dots Ducky, he's the one to ask. Getting a bit chilly here, 15 degrees today. When you add me, please let me know. Someone called Ace Plays has added me. There we go. Oh, it's 3:02 the Ace Plays. I don't like much oak down here. I won't lie. I think I've got a few. I've got 3 or 4 dark oaks like that, but I think I've got some oak saplings, unless I've been them when I was clearing out my inventory. The only thing about building a castle in this world is in the last world I actually started it once to build a castle. But I did not find something that would, well, a location that would fit the castle as much as this one. Kind of giving a mixture of like Skyrim and like Game of Thrones type hill. Someone else just added me as well. When you add me, you need to let me know so I know who's added me. Jerry, welcome to the YT stream. I added. Nice. So when joining, guys, the only rules are don't rob anybody, don't kill anybody, and do not come to me. If you head over to me and I see you over here, it's a straight kick. So I have asked nicely for you not to do it. I'm also extremely far from spawn anyway, so it'll be pretty obvious what your intentions are if you choose to travel this far. The king of the castle who's a dirty rascal. All the robbers, mate. That's who. They're the dirty rascals. Again, you're more than welcome to say hello to other people in the world, or even collaborate with people in the world, but yeah, I'm just doing my own thing on this because this is just essentially my world, and if people want to join, I don't mind it, but yeah, I don't really want folk heading over. In terms of anybody who's not on PlayStation, I'm stealing all the wood. Well, the amount of forests I've loaded in, mate, good luck stealing all the wood from everyone. But yeah, for those on other platforms to join, we're only limited to PlayStation at the moment. Because the reason we had to restart is because of hackers on PC. So we're at the moment only limited to PlayStation. It will then be open to Xbox and Switch. In terms of PC, long term, we'll figure out a way to get trusted PC players in. But yeah, if you're on PC, it is a no from now. But yeah, at the moment we're limited. It's just PlayStation for today. On Thursday, we'll open it up to Xbox and Switch as well. But yeah, PC until we find out a way to kind of get a trust system going. On Twitch, it's quite easy, but on YouTube and stuff, it'll be a bit difficult. How are you, the castle? I've just said one of the rules is not to come over here, so no. It's a bit concerning that you've already failed to listen to that. I won't lie, mate. Nightmare Potato, welcome in. Okay, I've got a few saplings now, which is good. Because we can now start growing trees around. There's another bloody village. Maybe have a look at that at some point. I'm not too bothered about seeing another village. Actually, no, go on. We'll have a look at it. Go on. Well, the only thing that's kind of made me do it is if we find another blacksmith like earlier on that gave us 3 diamonds and diamond horse armor. I doubt we're going to see something like that again, but you never know. I'm going to be like the solitary king of the mountain. To be fair, the funny thing is I actually have no issue with people being around me, but the problem is in like any world I've ever played, yeah, you'll have like chill people who probably just want to build near you and say hello and, you know, just enjoy playing Minecraft with you as the streamer, but you equally have just that one idiot every now and again. He will either rob stuff or just be annoying. And the problem is that just ruins the entire experience for me. Because I'm always on edge. And always having to watch my stuff. So, it's just easy to say no to everybody. Because, as I've mentioned, this was just for me to find enjoyment in Minecraft. There's absolutely nothing enjoyable about having to be on edge constantly when playing the game. So that's why it is as it is, sadly. The trusted players who I know, like who have been long-term viewers of mine, which are pretty much on Twitch, I won't have an issue with them coming over, but that's very different. Very different to new viewers. Probably the worst village we've seen. Bundle there. Mate, you could have just gone and found the other door. Why make life harder for yourself? Are you British or Australian? I can't tell. Maybe you're neither. I'm British. If you listen to an Australian at the same time as me, you would definitely not think I'm anything like an Australian. What's the hay bales here? Because that would have been a nice way to get some emeralds. Can I join later today? The world's open right now. It's only open for PlayStation players, but it is open. Nanami, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Shrimp on the barbie. I've not heard that phrase in a while. Use hay for bread. I already have a shit ton of bread and meat, mate. I'm just trying to get the emerald trophy on PlayStation. So this will help. He doesn't really have anything I can take off him. Although, to be fair, the dyes would be good for getting the wool trophy. There we go. There's another 2. And to be fair, I can make it into wheat to trade him with this geezer. There we go. And since these villagers are actually close to me, getting their levels up is not even a bad thing. Lumi, welcome back. What food do you got for lunch? Oh, I can't do it anymore. He's tired, bless him. Just keep taking bread. There we go. There's the trophy. Not had that trophy for a long time. Nice cheeky silver trophy. Right, back to a stack and 41 bread now. Version. This is the latest version of Bedrock, mate. Can call you Mandy if it's easy. It would be. It would be. I'll call you Mandy then. Thanks for telling me that. If I missed anyone's message on different platforms, by the way, I do apologise. I've got 4 chats up at the moment. So it's not always easy to see a message straight away. Especially if I'm focusing on game. A gold and silver trophy today, though, on Minecraft. That's not a bad start to this world. Do you play with viewers? I'm playing with viewers right now. So, yes. There is 2 of them chilling in the world. I've just opened the world up not even 5 minutes ago. Pepperoni pizza subs. Nice. Am I going the right way or the wrong way? It looks like the wrong way because these are all oak kills. No, it's not. It's not up there. How do you join? Just read Dot Stucky's message. He tells you all the information. Well, there's a black sheep there. I'll take that. It's one of the 16 colours. 302, you were warned, so so no, I'm not. Is your answer. I treat people how you decide to treat me, and definitely how you decide to treat my viewers, so you are not welcome in my world. Right, that's brown and black. Should have kept one of the white walls we had. Well, I was late in this pro because I woke up a lot earlier than usual. I'd say you've been up since 9, mates. You've been here 3 hours or so. Yeah, it's only 12. I feel like I've been up forever, though, because I woke up at Locking Brandon. Why is everyone first naming me? Why is everyone first naming me now? It's not a problem, but it's so bizarre. What was I going to say? If I woke up, I ended up waking up at 3:30 and didn't really get back to sleep, so it feels like I've been up for eternity. Riderlo, welcome in. How are you? Lumi, mate, you can't say much, mate. You only wake up at 9. You can't say anything, Lumi. You're not normal. You're normally only just fucking opening your eyelids. I'm trying to work out. Actually, why's that lit up down there? That's a good point. I'm trying to work out how I want this house to look. It's only be a little lodge. We've been up 10 out. Yeah, I know. Normally I wake up at 4:30, but this morning I only had the gym. I didn't have any run or anything. Nothing for my marathon train today. I was like, okay, I'll try and get a lie in. And I set my alarms for like 5:30. So that extra hour in bed, that is a lie for me. And then I ended up waking up at 3:30 and I could not get back to sleep. And then when I was starting to like semi sort of nod off, my body clock was waking me up anyway at 4:30. So I was like, fuck's sake. So yeah, not great. It's typical really though, isn't it? The day I can have a lie is the day my body doesn't want to fancy sleeping. Did a bit of Pokemon this morning though, to kill some time. When I got up, well, after I had breaths and stuff. 302, I have no interest in playing with people who think it's okay to disrespect my moderators in the way you were doing over and over again. That's the last I'm going to say on it, though. The answer's no, that's fine, or nothing you say is going to get you into be allowed in the world. Is that going to be enough space? May just terraform that attach. And then fill this in because there's a bit of a weird gap in it. You know whether to build the house a bit like stables? Because long term, like somewhere out here probably will have stables and there'll be a path up to the castle. Or I could make it a bit like a village hut almost, because then there could be like a little village down here. Which I then could make into a real working village with the villagers. Then it's like I've almost got citizens. Right, we can go to the Nether. We can go to the Nether whenever, mate. You don't need to go to the Nether with me. Just build yourself a portal and go. I'm hoping it spawns us in a better location than the last world did. Fingers crossed. You got your plan for your base? You winging it? Winging it. I wing every build that I do in Minecraft. I normally picture how I want something to look, and then we go from there. But the picture I've got in my head right now is going to be like long term. At the moment, I just want to build a little hut where I can store stuff and start gathering some resources to build the castle. Oh, you're a bird because you keep winging it. Loomy. Happy with the flowers I got, because the blue flower is my favourite flower. And then we've also got like the pink one around there, so that's someone who likes decorating builds. The flower choice around here is going to be excellent. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, but it'll take a while. Dad joke right there. Yeah, someone on Twitch makes it their mission. Is this a realm? No, it's an all world. I won't make this ever into a realm because it's just my world to enjoy Minecraft. I don't plan of having any of these worlds run like actual like SMPs or anything like that. Tough crowd today, but mate, it's always a tough crowd with your jokes, Lumi. Anybody who's got any common sense ain't laughing at your shit. Happy we've managed to bring some dark oak over here with a starter chest. Let me kill this sheep. There's white wool. So we now have 3 colours out of the 16. Getting a pink sheep would be nice. I don't have to worry about that colour. We had a few on the other world. Random Enderman. May just expand this out. Wait, does that mean whenever we come off everyone's kits? Yeah, whenever I come off, the world will close. I have no plans to have this as ever as an actual world, or sorry, ever as an actual server or SMP. That's why there's no rules. The only rules are don't kill anybody, don't rob, and don't come to me. And even then, you're allowed to kill people if they give you permission to do PvP. There's no rules because I don't want to have the responsibility of having to manage anything. I just want to enjoy Minecraft. I keep on saying it because that is literally the only motivation I have for this world. So with that, it means that I'm not paying for a realm subscription or a server. You're playing me, Turkey? The world's open for anyone to play. Well, as long as you're on PlayStation, it opens to the Switch and Xbox on Thursday. May just fill this in for now and we can work on filling it in properly some other time. Don't know you have to say it, will you be? I won't be on until 3:30. Yeah, I can confirm that. I can't tell you when I'm going to be ending, but I've been live nearly 4 hours. The only mission I gave myself on Minecraft today was find an area to build. So I've already completed that. And with the adventure, we've actually got quite a lot more resource than I thought it would. So we've done the bare minimum of things that I wanted. We've already streamed another game as well. So we're definitely on the latter stages of today's stream. But from Thursday, we had 3 days in a row. So plenty of time on the world going to be spent, that's for sure. From Thursday onwards. Can you join the world? It's not a server, it's a world, but you can join the world, yes. I'm trying to like envision where I want the path to go up to the castle, because that's going to be the big thing. I'm thinking around here and then through the middle, maybe. And then like kind of go up there to where the castle will be. But then maybe we could have a path going around this boulder in the middle. So I might just build this. I might just build a hut here for now. And then we will go from there. So if I do this. Oh, Toner's the first death in the world. Well done, Toner. Take your medal, my friend. Right. Hunger reset is still the first death, mate. It's still the first death. Just wondering, you share... I never share my seeds of my worlds. Because I like my worlds being exclusive to my streams, and also, I guess there's also a little advantage. Someone could go and create it and then find out where everything is, so it takes away the authenticity. But yeah, no, I never share my seeds of my worlds. Abigail, welcome to stream. Pizza subs are cooked, like your jokes. Yeah, you're not wrong, Lumi. Enjoy your pizza subs, though. Good lunch, Scran. Speaking of Scran, the food chat in the Discord, I was impressed that you lot like wagon wheels. I was a little bit worried because some of you guys have some questionable food tastes. So I was impressed that we're all in agreement on the wagon wheel. That was good to see. Love a wagon wheel. It's a great classic. Good, Tabby. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Just building my my first house. Love them, to be fair. We have both downstairs, the ones with jam and one without. Jam one's the best. We actually get enough jam. Yeah, that would probably be my only complaint about it. There was the first one I've had in a while. And I remember the last time I had one, I thought like there wasn't that much jam in, but there was like... It was a jammy one, but it was like, there wasn't really much jam there. I can't lie. I was like, where's the jam, mate? It was nice, though. It was still nice. I don't think they've shrank, though. That is one thing. They've removed the jam, or not put as much jam in, but I wouldn't say they've shrank. Unlike other foods. I mean, I could be wrong, but they still feel like the same size. It's a bit like a jammy dodger, though, when it comes to the amount of jam you have. Why don't I get any achievements? That is probably something to do with you already have the achievement, mate. But this world definitely has achievements. I've already unlocked 2 myself. You can't unlock the achievements again, mate. Once you've unlocked them, you've unlocked them. Add me. I don't add people. I accept from requests and that's it. Yeah, I was dying it. Second death. I know you guys up in the death count. There was 0 until you joined. The only thing is, according to this guy isn't on... or hasn't joined on PlayStation. I'm a little concerned about that. Oh no, he is on PlayStation. Is he on PlayStation? I think so. Yeah, it's definitely trophies still on this world. Trophies are 100% so in this world. Let's have a look. Not too sure why it's saying he isn't on PlayStation though, but nah, it always shows Microsoft tag, Caleb. Or maybe it doesn't. Now you're worrying me. It is worrying me a little bit because Toners is coming up, but he could have the same Microsoft account. Best way to check is if I click on his account. Yeah, you could be right, you know. But I don't know how he would join another platform if he only has me added on PlayStation. What do you think? Do you think it's safe to kick him? There is a symbol when you click on it. Safer than sorry, yeah. I'd say kick him to be safe, yeah. Same, just because I don't want... I'm not too sure about that, I'm not going to lie. Just because Toner, who definitely is on PlayStation, doesn't have the same... Like, on his, it is actually showing his PlayStation tag and doesn't show me his Microsoft when I click on his account, whereas the other guy shows me his Microsoft and shows me his linked PlayStation account. And then he was also moaning about no achievements. So, I'm not convinced he's on PlayStation. Well, I'm not convinced he's playing on PlayStation anyway. After every stream, though, I'll be like creating backup saves anyway now, so not a huge issue. Need to create a mine at some point to get cobblestone. Oh, I could just go down here, actually. Oh, iron. Come on. We found so much more iron in this world. Even so, Toner, what you're saying might be true, but whenever people have joined, they've always been on having a PlayStation symbol. And given the fact of the comments he just made in the YouTube chat, it's better safe than sorry, mate. It's not worth me playing whilst on edge. When does he play all devices in the world? On Thursday, Xbox and Switch will be allowed in the world, but PC will not be allowed in. PC at the moment, I'm gonna try and find a way to create a trust system, where only trusted PC players will be in. If you are on PC, you will likely have to earn the right to play in the world via gaining my trust, just because of some idiots ruining it, sadly. But Xbox and Switch will be allowed in from Thursday. Today is like a soft launch of the world where PlayStation players can play. I've been added by someone called Rex. Is he in the chat? Rex Online. He's got a Spider-Man profile picture. We got a Rex in the chat. Yes, I'm here. All right, cheers, David. Thanks for letting me know, buddy. I've just invited you to go. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to accept your friend request. Either way, there you go. You've been accepted. You should be able to join now. Either via the invite or the world's open anyway to PlayStation players. Take 11 iron ore from that vein, though. That was quite a big vein. Dark oak tree's grown now. Just going to quickly mine this so I can hopefully get some more saplings back. Because this would be great to build out of. The only issue is I'm pretty sure not every tree drops 4. Queen of England GSC, Jet Whitehall's comment on the Brits. The appeal from Preston. No, I saw Angry Ginger's comment about London. But that was it. Ducky, how are you so patient with these people? To be honest, he's not very patient. He is patient on stream because he has to be, but I can assure you off stream, he has quite a few choice words to say about a lot of people who come in. Rightly so as well. But when you've modded for so long as he has, you do get used to the amount of idiots you come across. Social media is full of more idiots than non-idiots. So you just get used to it at the end of the day. Welcome, Virginia. It's 100% true. Yeah, you're not wrong. The only problem is him making a comment like that. He might not be allowed on to do stuff like that again. But you never know. Walls, what walls? I don't know. I may make this cobble so it looks like it's all on a cobblestone base. May just make it all fully oak. Right, probably doing maybe another half an hour or so. Something like that. So a bit of a heads up if anybody's wanting to play and stuff. And if you're in the world, about half an hour-ish. And then that's probably when we'll call it a day. Got a notification there, give me a second. Interesting. Owner guy, do you need a teammate? What? I was just reading something that had been messaged that seemed important. It wasn't that important. And I've just read that. Owner guy. That is the best thing I've been referred to as. Rex, I appreciate the offer, but no, mate. I'm just a lone soldier on this world. Owner guy. That is the best thing I've ever referred to. I have to admit. Owner guy. Hello, Jake, mate. I'm lurking super busy, mate. You're all good. You never have to explain. I appreciate any lurk. But thanks for coming in and thanking Lewis. It's his first ever gifted sub to the channel as well today. So you can say you're one of his first subs he's given. I just noticed I don't have a pickaxe either. Can I call you Owner Guy now? That's my new name. We're dropping the Brzndz chat. We're gonna be called what's it? Owner Guy. I have to make a wooden pickaxe because I don't have enough stone to make a stone pickaxe. I could actually no, I could just make an iron one. I may just make an iron one, Anna. Anyway, I'll put that down. Because I'm gonna need an iron one anyway to make be able to mine diamonds when we go mining. So I can just use this, get enough stone, make a stone one. Saves wasting wood. What's this guy doing, bro? Rex, can you not spam me with messages? I'm not saying no to you because I think you're a bad Minecraft player. I'm saying no just because I'm playing solo, mate, on the world. If you want a teammate, when the world gets open to every platform later this week, there'll probably be people who want to play. On the last world, we had a mixture of people wanting to work together. So I'd say just get yourself some stuff, and the likelihood is later this week, people will probably want to work with you because you'll be ahead of them. If you're really that desperate to work with people. Shadow, welcome to the stream. How you doing, mate? There was some weird bloke who looked about 45 and was dancing like a maniac, and Jack went, a few young ones at home, don't panic. He is your age. He's just from Preston. I'll have to look for the clip because I saw the Angry Ginge clip, but I've not seen anything else from it. Can I play with you later? I'm going to be ending my stream in about half an hour-ish, mate, maybe a little bit before. So I'm next live on Thursday at 8:30 UK time. So if you wanted to play and you can't play right now, probably best coming in about on Thursday. Bentley, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, more iron. We have found more iron in the first, like, hour and a half of this world than it took in the first couple of days of the last world. OTT. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate that. Catch you later. I'm going to subscribe. Cheers, mate. I appreciate that. We're getting close to 2K on YouTube, chat. Let's have a look what we're at right now. We're nearly at, well, we're nearly halfway through the current 100. So we're nearly at 1.85K. Which means we're about 150 subs off 2K. No, Rex, you're not allowed. Rex, the rules are you're not allowed to kill people. You're not allowed to rob stuff, and you're not allowed to come over to where I live. They're the rules. If people give you permission to do PvP, you can do PvP, but you're not allowed just to go willy-nilly killing folk. You will just be kicked, mate, if you aren't going to play normally. So I've been nice. I won't continue to be nice if you can't respect the world's rules. There isn't many on here because it's just a normal world, but it's up to you whether you want to follow them or not. Not yet? No, not at all. Unless someone gives you permission to do PvP, you're not allowed to kill. There will be plenty of people, I can assure you, who will be okay with PvP, though. It's a bit of an ego thing. Amount of people who are like going about how good they are at PvP, I can assure you. At some point, someone will happily PvP with you. I don't like how I've got like a floating chest, but can't really be able to sort through it at the moment. Do I want... I'm trying to work out. Do I want a middle door or a door to the side? Can I join Mr. Owner Guy? No. Because you're calling Mr. Owner Guy. No, Joe. You can get yourself in, Lima. Maya, welcome in. Bentley, if you keep on firing and refiring, I'll just block you from the stream. Once is more than enough, buddy. The ding-dong can only be satisfying to you a couple of times before it's annoying. Wow, okay. I didn't blow up a single creeper unintentionally in the other world. And in this world, I've done it straight away. Nice one. Oh, annoying, isn't it? And that is him blocked. PvP is a part of Minecraft, yeah. That's why people are allowed to if someone's okay with it. I'm not going to argue with you, Rex. I'm not here to babysit and argue with teenagers, mate. Nobody else has a problem with this rule other than you. I highly doubt this guy's good at PvP, though, when he can't keep on dying from high spaces. Pixie Cosplays, welcome in. How are you? I feel like I recognise your name. You've been here before. Right, very basic house. Start off with here. For a long time no see. Yeah, I felt like I recognise your name. I don't really remember you, but I recognise the name. It's ringing a bell or two. What shader is that? It's the bedrock. Just an old bedrock one. Okay, this guy's annoying me now. Yeah, it's just the bedrock shader, so just inbuilt. If you have bedrock, you have these inbuilt into the game. How's everyone doing today? I'm good, mate. How are you? There we go. He's left now, I think, anyway. Yeah, good. There we go. Good riddance. Yeah, I'm fed up having my bloody top right spammed. Oh, mate. Peaceful? No, it's not easy, mate. I've lost 3 hungers. Right. Do kids not have school on Monday? Yeah, I know who Ace is, don't worry. That's why I side. Right, there we go. And then... There we are. I've blocked him now. That's all I wanted to do. I was so fun doing it on the controller, so I just whipped out the phone, mate. The phone does it. The phone does it a lot quicker than the controller does. Pixie, thanks for the heart, me. I appreciate that. Need to get some sand here. I'll put the stairs there. We'll have a window there. I have some windows all around the bed, actually. Why not? Yo, Snap, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that's how I say your name. I'll leave a window there. There we go. Right. Now I can start putting some torches around. So, long term, there'll be a path round here. Probably got room for a tiny village house here. Stables can be there. The path will go through the middle and up to the castle up there. But for now, this is going to do the job of keeping me alive, and that's the main thing. David, I did say stop. Gonna be sick. I know it is gonna look good. That's what I'm looking forward to when it's done. But it's gonna take a while. I'll definitely see the castle. May move the craft table out of it just so it's easier to use. Pixie, I assume this is you who's added me. Even though it's a bit of a coincidence. Oh, there's a sap. Oh, mate, I might have accidentally not came over here fast enough. Yeah, shit. I forgot about the saplings. I forgot about the saplings. Never mind. I'm pretty sure one of the villagers trades stuff like that. Why do you use no shader packs like Prisma? Because I don't have anything on the PlayStation. I switch between PlayStation and PC. Whenever I want shaders, I'll just play PC. Like proper shaders. Yeah, it's you added. That's fine. Big Bentley, I hope you know harassing someone online can get you in a lot of trouble, mate. If you continue to do this, eventually TikTok's going to detect you with a bot. And stop you creating any account. So I would probably stop creating accounts, mate. Right, Pix, I'll accept now. There you go. Yeah. He's just trying to spell his name out, Caleb. Don't keep on giving him attention in the chat. He'll just that just keeps on giving him reason to keep spamming. Just ignore it. Or just tie him out. You've got mod permissions. Mac and cheese, thanks to follow. I just want a basic roof. Luffy, how do you join? Do exclamation mark join, mate. Is there any rules on the server? Yeah, don't rob, don't kill anybody unless given permission by the player. And don't come over to me. The only people allowed over here are my trusted viewers on Twitch. But anywhere else, no. This guy's like mac and cheese name's giving me like Resident Evil 7 vibes. It's making me remember some very grim stuff in that game. Hello, Chloe. How are you, mate? How is work so far? What's wrong with the name? I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I just said it reminded me of Resident Evil 7. These are all hunger resets. Oh, Tony, you're just bad at Minecraft, aren't you, mate? Right, this definitely should do the job. As a nice little base. How to add your Microsoft? We're not allowing any cross-platform players in at the moment, mate, so it won't matter about adding me on Microsoft. The only players we're allowed to join is PlayStation for now. We're not opening the world up to cross-platform until Thursday. I'm scared, don't worry, someone slept. Work is good, thanks. Don't know how bad the delay is, but I just heard this. It's not bad. It's not great, although it's still better than delay of old. I remember when Twitch used to have an inbuilt 15-second delay no matter what. Believe it or not, way back in the day. So yeah, your delay's not terrible. Given how bad your signal normally is at work. Right, about 15 more minutes, then I'm going to call it a day, which will give us a nice 4.5 hour stream today. We'll try. In fact, no, why am I doing it there? Because this is just normal wood, isn't it? No, I don't need to do that. Knob. We'll start building a path out. So path's kind of going to come through down here because the rest of the village can go down there. There'll be a little hut or something there, and then this will all be filled in with dirt to take the path up to the castle up there. That is the plan. Gaming Star, welcome in. How are you doing? Full gold armor and a ruined portal chest. Gone. I only got leggings in mine. Bit jammy, aren't you, mate? That'll do. I'll probably upgrade these village houses once I've done the castle. By then, we'll likely have a lot of resources, I'd imagine. Because the castle's going to be massive. Long term, anyway. Put a few torches around here. There we go. Put one there. Right, let's go mine some trees. You're on bedrock? Yeah, this is a bedrock world, don't worry. We should get this done, I think, before the end of stream. All we got to do is this roof. The only thing is, stairs take a lot of wood. Don't play on PlayStation? That's fine. On Thursday, we're opening it to cross-platform. It's just today is the first day of the world, so it's only for PlayStation at the moment. TTM clan, welcome in. How are you? We're live on Thursday at 8:30 UK time, and that's when the world will open cross-platform. You've got Discord. Discord's the best place to know when we're live. I'll join on Thursday. Nice one. And so I've been live 4.5 hours today. So Thursday will likely be something similar. Not only been on Minecraft today, but on Thursday we likely will be spending most of the stream on Minecraft. So you'll be all right in that department. Probably it's nearly 1 o'clock. Lack of sleep has definitely started to hit me now, though. I won't lie. There's oak here. Yes. Nearly got a stack of logs. It may be enough. I don't know what to say. Eventually, I guess a path down here from the village would make sense as well. We'll also have to drag the real villagers over. These are all long-term things, though. Join on PS4, yeah. Minecraft is cross-gen, so old gen can join new gen. Oh, current gen, should I say. How? What do you mean, how? The PS4 version and the PS5 version of Minecraft are both the same, mate. Just the PS5 one runs better. Toner has died like 40 times. Yeah, I don't know how this man don't have any food. He's been in the world like as soon as it's been open. He literally was like, he was on the dot. I opened the world and he joined straight away. Some funny hunger resets. Rude? What is rude? I don't think my moderator has said anything rude. Bit of a shallow attic, I have to admit. I did picture a bigger attic in my head. I'm going to bring my crafting table up to this. Trigger has added me. Do we have a trigger in the chat? You? Nice. Okay, there we go. I haven't got much left on my stream, mate, but I've accepted it. You should be able to maybe get a little bit of a start going. Next stream's on Thursday at 8:30, so be on the lookout, mate. I played RE9. No, not yet. Why have you? Have you enjoyed it? Reviews look banging. I'm going to be honest, Caleb, that person you just timed out, I probably wouldn't have allowed to join anyway. If you look at the Melt's name, I like Fortnite. It's never a good sign. Probably 13, that's generous. Make some more oak. Played RE for no 15 years, favorite franchise, highly recommend. I was playing around with some mates, but it got swept to the side for a bit. That's fair. Yeah, you send me a picture of the seed? No, I always keep my seeds a secret, so no. Yeah, no, I'm a big Resident Evil fan myself, but not like super obsessed with the franchise. But I'll be playing RE9 at some point. I just have other games. I'm currently in The Witcher, which is got an insane amount of content, so I didn't see the point in pre-ordering RE9. It'd be a waste of money because I wouldn't be prioritizing it. I may as well just buy it when I actually have time to play it. Also currently playing through Fire Red Pokemon on Switch and Pokemon Arceus. So 3 pretty big games. Not going to give me any time to be able to play RE9. You have a great home, Faye. It's just basic, to be honest. I'm designing it like a village because down here is going to be a village, and then up there I'm going to build a big castle because this hill goes above the clouds. It gets even bigger the further you go on it. So this is going to be like a village outside the castle walls and eventually have actual villagers in because there's actual villagers down there that I can drag on over. So that's the plan. I never played The Witcher though. I started playing it in January. It's very good. I wouldn't rush it though. I mean, the main story takes between 50 and 70 hours apparently according to online. But there's honestly so much content. I've never known a game have this much content in it. And I've played some super long games, but yeah, it's crazy. It's got 2 DLC packs at the moment and a 3rd coming out as well. Which I've heard some exceptional things. I'm currently about 40 hours into it. And I'm not even halfway. So your saves can take longer than the 50 to 70. I guess it just depends on how much of a side quest person you are. I'm quite a big side quest person, so I've been pretty much doing everything in any city that I've came across in The Witcher. Right. Anyway, it is about to go 1 o'clock. So for those in the world, I'm about to head off. I'm going to give you a bit of a notice to kind of get yourself in a position ready for me to leave. And for anyone else wants to join in future, I'll be live on Thursday at 8:30 and then also Friday 8:30 and Saturday 8:30. So we'll have 3 days in a row. Best place to know when I'm live is Discord. If you can't get into the Discord because you don't have it, then turn on the noti bells on the platforms that you follow me on. I've played CubeCraft or Skyblock. I've played servers before, but I don't like playing servers, so I don't tend to, mate. Thank you for those that have subscribed on YouTube, by the way. I do appreciate that. And followed me on TikTok. So 8:30 on Thursday is when I'll next be live. So I'll see you then. And anybody who wants to join, cross-platform also opens up on Thursday. So it'll be open to Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation players. And then PC will be in the future at some point, just not right now. Until we build a trust system where PC players can earn trust to be able to play. So we haven't got anyone who's downloading hacks onto the world like the last issue we had. Oh, that's going to blow up. Oh, that was close. That was close. Right. On to 13 nights. That is an interesting way to end stream. What time zone? UK. Everything's UK. Right. We always start at 8:30, so first thing in the morning. Some streams are longer than others, though. This one's 4.5 hours, but last week we had some 6.5 hours, pushing 7 hours, so some days will be longer on the world than others. All right, let's end the TikTok and